Well, this little tutorial begins with the screen as you should see it when you first open up GarageBand. Now it might be that you have this window open when it opens up. That's okay. You can leave it open if you want, or you can close it simply by going down to this little I icon, letter I in small case. Click on it. That takes away the information box. Okay? So I'm going to start us that way. We'll worry about that later. The first thing you'll see is this green track 1 up here. Now that's for MIDI instruments, software instruments, instruments that their input to the computer is digital. But that's not where we're going. We're going to be using microphones, electric guitars, and such. Real instruments, in other words, analog inputs. I'm presuming, of course, that you have a digital interface already, something that converts analog to digital, that it has at least 2 discrete channels on it, you know, inputs for mic and guitar, say, and that you've got it hooked up to the computer, and that you've already hooked up the microphone to it, and maybe, say, an electric guitar or a second mic, if you want to use that for your guitar. But what we're going to try and do is record 2 different tracks simultaneously today. One devoted primarily to vocals, although it will pick up a little bit of the guitar. It's going to mostly be vocal. And the other, because it's an electric guitar I'm going to use, it'll be nothing but guitar. It won't pick up any of the mic. There'll be no leakage. So the thing we have to do first of all is to create 2 real instrument tracks. So this grand piano is a software instrument track. We don't really want that, so let's get rid of it. And I'll show you how to get rid of a track just to start off with. Since it's the only track, you don't have to click on it to highlight it. If you hit delete now, it's going to go away. So what you need to do is go down to your computer keyboard, go just to the left of the space bar, and you'll see your command key. That's the one with the Apple icon on it. Okay, that's your command key. Hold it down, go to the upper right part of your keyboard and hit delete. Voila! There went the grand piano track. We don't need it anyway. Now we're going to create 2 real instrument tracks, and it's very easy to do. Go down here to the plus sign, click on it. It opens up this box. It's defaulted to software instrument track, but we don't want that. Remember, we're getting rid of those, so we're going to go down here to real instrument track. Okay, you clicked on it, hit create. It's just created one. Let's do a second, same way, plus sign, real instrument track, create. Okay, here's the deal with GarageBand. If you don't have a digital interface and you're just using your computer's microphone to go in, 2 things. One, you're not going to get very good sound because it's a tiny, tiny little microphone, so it doesn't get very, very good quality, but, you know, good enough to start with. However, you won't be able to record more than 1 track simultaneously with your built-in microphone, for the simple reason that your computer's mic is automatically defaulted to what's called MIDI channel 1, and you can't assign a channel 2. So the only way to record 2 tracks at once is to have a digital interface connected to your computer. I'm assuming you do, so we're going to go ahead and record these simultaneously. Okay, now in order to do that, you're going to have to assign each track its own channel. I paused for a minute, so if things look a little different from the way they looked a second before, don't worry, that's no big deal. Okay, I've highlighted channel 1, track 1 up here, I mean, okay, the vocal track. And what I'm going to do is, I'll make sure that it's blue. That means it's highlighted. I'm going to go over here to the information box, and by the way, if it's closed and you're not seeing it, well, remember, go down to information here and just click on that. It'll open it up. Okay, you'll see input source. It defaults to stereo 1, 2. Well, we're not recording in stereo. We're recording mono. We're recording mono 1. Open it up here. Go to mono 1. Click on it. You're ready to record track 1. And you'll notice that my microphone is showing some signal now. It's starting to hear my microphone. You can see it right there. If you don't, make sure that this little red circle right over here is red. That means that the track is record enabled. Whenever this whole thing is blue, that should be enabled, but every now and then it might be switched off. If it's black, it won't record. You'll notice there's no signal. If it's red, then it's hearing my microphone. Okay, we know that it's ready to record. But you'll notice the guitar is doing nothing. Well, right, we haven't enabled a channel for it, first of all, so we're going to click on it, turn it blue, go over here now, and now whatever we do here refers to this channel. We're going to give it mono 2. And we still don't see a signal. Well, of course not. I'm not playing the guitar yet, but I'm going to. Now I'm going to play a chord. Let's see if we see a nice little bunch of lights coming on here. Oh, how good. See? The computer's hearing the guitar. Okay, so we have guitar signal. See, it's nice and healthy. But wait a second, say you. We're not hearing the microphone anymore. That's right, because by default this thing is only going to record enable 1 channel at a time. But there's a way to make that first track also record at the same time. Can you guess what it is? Go up to the circle, make it red. Okay, now it's hearing the microphone. Ooh, you mean both tracks are now ready to record? Well, let's play a little guitar and see if we get lights there. Ooh, vocal up top, guitar down below. You say, wait, I'm seeing a little bit of light on the vocal track whenever you play the guitar. Yeah, you are. The microphone's picking that up, that's all. That's just leakage into the mic. Okay? But what happens is now we simply record. And let's see what happens. Now, I don't particularly want the metronome going clack, clack, clack into the room. So the way you get rid of metronome before you record, go up to Control up here on your taskbar up top. Pull it down. Make sure that metronome is not checked like it is now. Make it uncheck it. Also, just for general purposes, you'll find that snap to grid is something worth getting rid of. Snap to grid enables you to place things very grossly right on the beat, but if you want any kind of fine control, snap to grid is very much a nuisance. So I usually just get rid of it. It's up to you. But anyway, make sure metronome's not picked, and we should be ready to record. Okay, this one is blue, meaning it is record enabled. Both of these circles are red. Both tracks are enabled. Now we're going to record. Go down to here. This, by the way, is the play and stop icon. This one is the record icon. It looks sort of like a folder paper reinforcer, right? Or a grommet. Grommet, let's go to the moon. Okay, click on it. It'll become red. Ooh, look what's happening. We're recording. That's my vocal. You see these blips here? That's my voice. Hey, there it is. And I'm going to play guitar. See? That red down there on channel 2. We're ready to record. Gotta move on to a place that's right for me. Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. I don't know, I'm singing this song. Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Alright, did that record? Let's find out. So I just recorded. What made it stop, you may ask? Well, I hit the space bar on the computer. That brought everything to a halt. Both tracks turned blue, meaning they're recorded, they're down. I always like to save, so I'm going to go down to Command S, saving what I got. And now I'm going to go back to the beginning, but wait, before I do, one last thing. I want to go down to this here, click on it. You'll notice it opens up a ruler up here, and there's a yellow region. You might or might not see that yellow region, but let's say you don't see yellow when you do that. Okay, now go back to the end again. What you want to do is create a loop region that'll just loop to the beginning of this, and then when it gets to the end, it'll just start back over again, so that you can listen to this repeatedly without having to do all kinds of, maneuvers. So what you do is, see the ruler? Plant your cursor in the ruler, hold it down as you click, move it to the left, you're creating a loop region, take it back to the beginning. There we go. We're now ready to play this back. Now make sure that you don't have your microphone still open into the system while you play out in the speakers, or you might have a horrible feedback which will wreck your ears, okay? I would say disconnect your mic right now or turn down the input volume at the interface. Okay, we're ready to play this out in the room and see if it really recorded. To play it and see if it played, just go to here, that's your play icon, hit it. Ooh, look what's happening. We're recording. That's my vocal. You see these blips here? That's my voice. Hey, there it is. And I'm going to play guitar. See? That red down there on channel 2. We're ready to record. I'm going to up the volume on that. I'm going to take down the vocal volume a little bit. Gotta move on to a place that's right for me. You can take this all the way out and just listen to the vocal pretty much. Talk about it, talk about it. Get rid of the vocal and just hear the guitar. So you can regulate volume right here. Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Alright. See? We done it. That's how you do it. Any further questions? Direct them here to me and maybe I'll do another tutorial. Bye.